This is the Mighty Oba, Sports Director for 1080 AM WFO. Once again with our weekly sports update, talking about the Buffalo Bills. The Buffalo Bills and Ralph Wilson made a decision this week on the firing of Dick Jauron. What a decision it was, and a time that the Buffalo Bills were at an all-time low. I'm telling you, this was a decision that had to be made. Dick Jauron has failed miserably. The only problem is he's continued to fail miserably over a 3.5-year period. This is a decision that should not have gone past 2 years. This team has not improved. You've continued to spend money. You've continued to bring in personnel and waste the money of the owner. The owner should have made this move 2 years ago. But now it is what it is, and this is where we are. The Buffalo Bills need to revamp their organization. The first thing they need to do is make a conscious decision to end the Tom Donahoe failed era here. What do I mean? Of course, Tom Donahoe has been fired a few years ago, but the Tom Donahoe model has still been in place. You still have the people running the scouting department, the personnel department, and the college scouting department are still here. Tom Modrak, John Guy, all of these guys have failed miserably. This team has never crawled out of the depths of mediocrity. And that is the thing that you need to understand. The Buffalo Bills need to go to a new direction. A new direction with someone with the vision and the foresight to bring in personnel, bring in the right coaching staff that will mold a champion. This is what Marv Levy did. Marv Levy brought in the personnel along with Bill Polian, and they brought in a team that functioned as a winning unit for more than 8 to 9 years, really over 10 years, even after Marv Levy retired. That's what you need from the Buffalo Bills now. You need someone that has that type of vision on building a franchise contender, a contender that can deal with the adversity of injuries of the NFL level, dealing with everything that is necessary for a team to be successful at this level. We have not seen that in any form or fashion under the Donahoe era. The Donahoe era failed miserably, never crawled out of the depths of mediocrity. Neither did we see it under Marv Levy. Never, ever did this team show any more than mediocrity with Marv Levy and after Marv Levy left and Russ Brandon being held as chief operating officer. It is time for this team to move in another direction and bring in someone that has a very good visionary aspect of the NFL in both personnel and in both staff. That is the way the Bills have to proceed in the future. And Ralph Wilson, if you really want to win, you better look at who has that vision. And that needs to be the person to hire to run your organization. He's either got to be a GM or a football guy that has the know-how on how to run an organization, or you're going to bring in a coach who has a personnel department of his own that will come in and run the Buffalo Bills. This is the Mighty Oba. We'll see you next week, and good luck to Perry Fuel. I don't think it's a fair tryout. I don't think his playing field will be level at all. And unfortunately, he's a very good man, and I think he's a very good football guy, but I don't think he's being given a real honest tryout with this type of personnel that has been put together in a terrible fashion. The personnel department of the Buffalo Bills has failed miserably to answer the call, and the coaching staff of the Buffalo Bills is just not experienced enough for any head coach to be judged on an interim basis. And I wish Perry Fuel luck, but I think it's not going to happen. We'll see you next week right here on our next take and update. I'm the Mighty Oba, Sports Director for 1080 AM WUFO.